Hi, ladies. I am doing this on my Mac, so definitely know the quality is a bit low, but I wanted to be in a space that's really quiet. I think this is a really powerful topic, so I am going to send you some very cool self-made affirmations. Actually, they're just really affirmations that I use for myself. So that's kind of how I developed the documents that you're going to get, probably in the same email or in the blog or however you are getting this video. Attached will be these affirmations. And I wanted to kind of go over a few things about why affirmations are important, why it's not magic. A lot of people, I think, are really negative about the idea of manifesting or affirmations. Some people have called it bullshit. And what's funny about that is it's all really science. There's really nothing magical about it. I do believe that the universe has a lot to do with your intentions, but I think even more so if you study neuroscience at all. It is all about the chemicals in the brain that create this impulse in your body to do more as well and to see things that are coming to you that you might not have appreciated before. So, I do want to kind of go over the scientific background to it as well. Of course, if you believe in the universe, you're welcome to think that it's all that as well, but I'm a very logical person. I also want to understand like the science behind why I do things because I believe that if I study those facts, then I can actually force myself to do it instead of just believing in something that's out there. So it's a little easier for me, but I do, of course, believe in both. But I wanted to kind of just go over this really cool article I found. I can send you the link to it. It's one of the universities, the Annenberg School for Communication. It's Pennsylvania University, and there's a ton of universities out there. But I just really liked this study. A bunch of researchers at the Annenberg School for Communication, they were studying what goes on in the brain during self-affirmations and why it's so powerful. In this study, they've kind of understood that what happens in the brain is as we are affirming and using affirmations in business, in life, whatever it is, you're actually targeting the well known, they call it reward centers in the brain. So, what they do is they trigger a pleasurable experience, they trigger a chemical response, which makes you feel like you are winning a prize. So it really triggers the same chemicals as if you are winning first place or you're being awarded in front of a group of people. And that's a really powerful chemical to tap into on demand. So it says affirmation takes advantage of our reward circuits, which can be, of course, quite powerful. Many studies have shown that these circuits can do anything, like dampen pain, help us maintain the balance in a face of a threat. And then they've also found that it increases activity in the cortex and posterior cingulate, areas of the brain connected to self-related processing. So what that does is it helps basically fix the emotional buffer, it says, to pain, negatives, and threatening information that follow. And they really dive into a few more details on here, but most importantly, what I'm getting out of this article is this bit here where it says self affirmations are actually stronger when people think about what they're capable of and future orientation versus the past. So instead of saying past correlations, you want to actually think about what you're going to accomplish in the future. So it says think about a time in the future when you experience career success. That's going to be way more self-affirming and chemically balancing than if you were to think about your past career success. Though both are really powerful, something that really triggers the chemical that we're talking about in affirmations is when you actually think about what you can do, what you can accomplish, what you will accomplish, and future goals. So I think that's a really powerful thing to stick to. And just know that whenever you're feeling down or incapable, it's really just your brain tricking you, and that you do have the capability of fixing the chemical makeup instantly. So that's why I use affirmations as well. So it just really affirms my brain that anything is possible. So, really, just to kind of go over some fun details, I have affirmed and manifested so much crazy shit this year. I can't even really describe it. And I think it's really fun. It was all because I met this girl at a party. The girl had really dug deep into my emotional aspects, and she had made me talk about my ex-boyfriend who dumped me in May of last year. He dumped me. He moved off to South Africa and kind of like left me in the dirt. And had such a great relationship. So I was broken. I felt rejected. I didn't really believe in very much at that time. And really, this girl came up to me at a Christmas party this last December, and she was talking to me about it and kind of made me start sobbing my eyes out. And I was like, he broke up with me. He's in South Africa. And she just smiled. She's got this really menacing smile. And she just looks at me and she's like, you're more powerful than you think. And she said, it doesn't matter what part of the world he's in. If you want him back, or you want him in front of you, anything is possible. You just need to learn how to make it possible. And after that, I really stayed connected with her. She taught me a lot of tricks for affirmations and manifesting. And I was really desperate at the time, mind you. Very, very desperate. So no matter how crazy it sounded, I was really on board, honestly. So I did everything that she told me. And in 1 week, can't even make this shit up, I reached out to him to try and get the closure that I thought I deserved, and that only 2 days later, or 2 days earlier, he had moved back to Denver and wanted to meet with me. So I actually got the closure that I never thought I would get a week after practicing my affirmations, building my confidence, and working on manifesting. After that, clearly feeling seemingly impossible situation, I was actually really confident in manifesting other things. So at the time, I wasn't super focused on my business. I was doing a ton of marketing as my full-time hustle. So that week, I went to the gym a lot and I started actually focusing more on how to build strong client relationships and how to get more clients for my business. So I didn't have to do marketing as often. And actually, only a few weeks later, I started getting really quite a few client inquiries and then tons. And I filled my whole month up for the first time. And I was actually able to take a step back from doing marketing full time. And from there, it's kind of just been a snowball effect. So really, I think the power has always come from my believing that it's possible after that really weird South African experience. So I want to let you guys know, of course, what I'm going to teach you is not about entitlement. I think a lot of people are hesitant to use affirmations because they feel like it's a sense of entitlement. They feel like they shouldn't be asking for so much. But quite honestly, the universe, your brain, nobody cares if you're being entitled. Really what it is it's you demanding what you think you deserve and what you really do deserve. So the universe, as far as it's concerned, you're entitled to whatever the heck you want. So the importance here is that you're not spreading an entitled negative attitude to others. Instead, what you should be doing is empowering other people to believe that they can do the same, because honestly, I've seen people go from depression to studying and practicing affirmations, and they've really changed their life around. So, I think the results are there. It's just all about changing that chemical makeup in your mind. So here is a way to get those affirmations started. If you're already used to affirmations, great, take them and leave them, whatever you want to do. But for a lot of you, you don't know how to use affirmations properly. I think a lot of people have told me, I love affirmations, they're great, but I don't get results. Well, the reason you don't get results is because, like in most things in life, we are not consistent as people. So I'm going to give you some very tangible step-by-step instructions. I'll make sure I put it in the email as well. Very, very specific. And if you do this specifically the way I'm telling you, you should absolutely feel results as soon as really the moment you do the first one. But what we're going to have you do here is the challenge. Every single day, I want you to pull out your phone right now and set an alarm. And if you have an iPhone, maybe set an alarm and have some reminders setting off. Now pick a time in the day where you know you're going to be available. I work from home, so really for me, any time works. I really do kind of prefer like the afternoon. So I'm always available at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon typically. So maybe I'll set my alarm for 1 o'clock every single day for 7 straight days. That's a very important step because I don't want any excuses. I don't have time. I forgot. Setting an alarm means that you are keeping yourself accountable and you're going to annoy the shit out of yourself until you do what needs to be done. So that's the first step here. 7 days, set your alarm. Second, I always find myself very closeted when it comes to my crazy. I am very wild, I'm very fun, but I don't want everyone in my neighborhood to hear me screaming my affirmations because no matter which way you spill it, it's a bit weird. So I won't even typically do it in my bedroom. What I like to do is I will go into a closet, or personally, my safe space, my quiet place is my car. I will go sit in a closet or a car, close my eyes, or I'll have my document out, my manifestation document, and I will quite literally scream the affirmations at least 2 times. It's important to go through the cycle at least 2 times because the first time you're kind of like a little iffy. By the second time, you've really got it. So, whatever affirmations you decide to read, I've got 3 documents you can choose from, one for depression, one for attracting clients, and I think the last one is about attracting money as well. So only stick to one for the entire week. Go into your car for only 5 minutes. It should take you only 5 minutes. I want you to fucking scream. I want you to be so excited. I want you to believe that what you're saying out loud is possible, as if this is what's going to give you that next trophy. This is what's going to get you in front of thousands of people. This is what's going to make you a ton of money. This is what's going to make you find the love of your life. This is what's going to change your life. I want you to literally focus on that feeling, and I want you to scream the affirmations out. It is so freaking silly, but it's almost like screaming or singing your favorite song in the shower. It should be that empowering. It should be that loud. What that does is it gives your body this emotion of empowerment, like a superhero feeling. And it's really impossible for you to not feel really powerful after that. That is not manifesting at that moment. What that is it's that chemical makeup telling you you can change your mind at any time. You can change your circumstances every single day. What it also does is it sends out the signals, lets the world know this is what I'm asking for and this is what I deserve. So I want you to do that every single day, 7 full days. You're going to scream this out at least twice. And I want you to stand tall while you're doing it. I want you to stand confidently, tall, strong. I want you to use your body. I want you to smile. Now, if you're sitting in your car, same emotion though. You can still sit up, sit tall, use your hands, scream like you're singing a song. You need to be visualizing that each and every manifestation that you scream is true. That is so important. That's what really gets the chemical makeup, I think, really rolling for you. And that's what makes you feel like you can reach anything at any time. So that's really my step-by-step guide as far as how I do my affirmations, how I teach people to do affirmations. And I promise you, it is really quite impossible to not make this work if you do it exactly the way that I say. It's okay if you feel crazy. It's okay if you don't even believe it's going to work. I didn't either at one point. What it does is it changes your chemicals. So you can't really argue with results. So go ahead and try it. The worst that's going to happen is maybe you don't feel any different. But I know that's quite impossible. You always feel good after singing your favorite song. You should always feel good after doing this, especially if you do it a few times. Set yourself up for a week, and then maybe if you're interested in trying another set of the affirmations that I have, do another set of the affirmations for a week after that and keep switching it up. Feel free, send me a message, an email if you need help with this. This is something that I teach a little bit, but for the most part, I just use it in my business to build my heart, and I use it for my existing web design and branding clients, the clients that I work with when I'm helping them build their brand. I think it's really important to be confident and to see yourself as a valuable asset to the world. So I think it's just important to make sure that you're practicing this every day so you can release that energy to other people. So yeah, thanks guys for watching the video. Sorry, it's probably a bit of a long one, but I'll make sure I include it in the text for you as well. Bye.